Hi, my name is Brandon King. I'm applying to be the next Hell's Kitchen champion. I reside currently in Butler, Pennsylvania with my girlfriend and 3 kids. I'm the executive chef at a small restaurant in Wexford, Pennsylvania, Blue Water Tavern. We seat about 100, 125 people on a regular basis. We're a very busy small restaurant. I bring to the table for Hell's Kitchen over 35 openings of new restaurants, new locations. With those openings comes flawless execution from our standpoint in the kitchen. I would accept nothing less in my kitchens. I've been doing this over 17 years. In those 17 years, I've opened anything from a fine dining establishment with Cameron Mitchell restaurants to their Columbus Fish Market locations. I've also opened a sports-themed restaurant, which would be Eddie George's Grill 27 in Columbus, Ohio, and Jerome Bettis' Grill 36 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Jerome Bettis' Grill 36 averaged $100,000 a week in total sales. Some days we do $100,000 ball kicking business in one day. These places really put me on the map in Pittsburgh as a known figure. I went to Columbus State Community College for culinary arts. I went to Culinary Institute of America also. I spent 2 years at each one defining my skills. As I came out of high school, this is what I wanted to be. I drove race cars for the better part of 14 years. I drove professionally on the World Outlaw circuit. That's probably something you wouldn't know about somebody going on Hell's Kitchen. It's one of their hidden little facts. The reason I want to be on Hell's Kitchen is due to the fact of everybody at Jerome's when I worked there and my current restaurant has pushed me and said that I can be the next champion there. When the staff at Jerome Bettis would see the show the night before, they would challenge me day in and day out to make the dishes over the weekend. So, as we would do beef Wellingtons, risotto, as Chef Ramsay would like to put it, and then snapper and the salmon, and the dishes that weren't cooked properly, we'd prep them the next day and prove that we could pull them off. Then on Saturday night, we were doing $25,000 and $30,000 and over 500-600 covers. We would put these things into action. As long as the staff was properly trained, they could execute these dishes flawlessly without complaint, and guests out there thriving to see these dishes day in and day out on the weekends. The bartenders would brag, and I have to say, Big Shannon, once I make it on the show, will be one of my invited guests out there, just to show that it's not that complicated to be on Hell's Kitchen and perform the tasks that Ramsay sets forth. If it's the quizzes or the questions or the things that Ramsay puts out there, it's very easy to accomplish these feats because Hell's Kitchen is not that hard. They say that I proceed the way that Gordon Ramsay does things in my kitchen. I put on a good front in the front of the house when I have to go out and speak to guests, but in the back of the house, I am just like Gordon. Second best will not do in my kitchen. The reason I want to be on Hell's Kitchen is just to prove Gordon that there's a bunch of hacks out there that have been on a show and won these shows. There's no reason some of these people should even be on there. Teachers and bartenders and people that just don't make a difference in the culinary world, they're on there just to be on there. They luck their way in. Well, once I get on there, I'll show Gordon how to do this, and I'll prove to him that I'm the next winner of Hell's Kitchen. If I was on Hell's Kitchen, America would be rooting for me every week just to see what I would do next. How I would show Gordon how it was done properly in his kitchens, and how I would challenge the way the other competitors do their job. And I would also demean them to make sure that they weren't on there and compete against me. If I had to rate my cooking skills on a 1 to 10, I'd be a 9, just because nobody's perfect. In the kitchen, I do all the ordering, all the scheduling. I make sure that everything is done properly. I make sure that every guest gets the best product coming out of our kitchen. We use the finest ingredients. We do not accept second best from any one of our cooks. If our cooks do not cut the mustard, they're gone also, just like Hell's Kitchen. I've created menus for fine dining, sports-themed restaurants, Irish pubs, anything from Asian fusion to Mexican and Asian bistros and gastro pubs. If I had to describe my personality in the kitchen, it would be cocky, arrogant, and professionalism to the max. There's nobody better than me there, and that's the way I lead my life outside of there. I look at my life as nothing but exceptional and excellence for my family and my friends. Whenever you're ready for the next Hell's Kitchen champion, just go ahead and give me a call and I'll be out. Bring it on, Gordon. All right, there you go.